I'm Vinny and welcome back to Heswell Book Club. We are reading The Night I Met Father Christmas by Ben Miller. Chapter 23. Torval was just thinking that the forest that had seemed so unappealing to him was perhaps not so dark and dangerous after all, and that it might even be a good place to hide from a giant snowman, when he heard a low rumbling and a crackling sound that filled him with dread. He'd heard something similar once before, shortly before an avalanche, and he immediately felt the impulse to run. Looking up, he wished he had, because the creature was starting to move. Snow began to fall in torrents, and Torval raised his arms to protect himself. When he looked up again, he saw that the snowman's entire head loomed into view and was now clearly visible as a second distant summit beyond the unimaginable heights of its belly. Above its colossal carrot nose, it had two huge black boulders for eyes, and around its neck was an enormous multicoloured scarf. "And where might you be going?" boomed the voice of the snowman with a predictable, terrifying voice. "To the town?" said Torval, with as much confidence as he could muster. "Speak up!" bellowed the snowman. "To the town, sir. I own a humble toy shop," quaked Torval. "Not anymore, you don't." "Don't I?" said Torval, trying not to sound like he knew better. He knew very little about giant snowmen, but he had the feeling that they didn't particularly like being corrected by teeny tiny elves. It was there yesterday," he said. "No, it wasn't," said the snowman. "But then, we're 1,000 years into the future." Torval nodded. If someone had stopped him in the street a couple of days before and told him that a giant snowman was about to time travel him forward an entire millennium, he would have thought they were in need of therapy. But somehow, coming as it did after an adventure into the past with a red-nosed reindeer and a midnight journey with a talking tree, it really didn't seem that strange. In fact, it sort of made sense. Past, present, future. Now he had the full set. "Come," said the snowman, "let's walk." Torval was about to say that he was fine where he was, thank you very much, when down came an enormous wooden finger and thumb and plucked him up by the hood of his red velvet jacket. Although terrifying, it was oddly thrilling, and Torval wondered for a moment if this jolt of excitement was what all hapless animals felt in the brief seconds before they were swallowed whole by a killer whale or torn limb from limb by a polar bear. Within mere seconds, Torval was higher than the treetops, and even mere seconds after that, he was higher than the birds. The snowman had set him upon its shoulder and began taking great strides over the forest. In much the same way that a tall elf might pick his way through long summer grass, Torval didn't like heights. In fact, he often asked Steiner to fetch the toys from the top shelf, but this was different. He was so high up that he felt that he was in another world. In a few short strides, the giant reached the lip of the valley and began crashing down the other side towards the town. As he soared above the close-packed streets and cottages of each village, it was immediately apparent to Torval that something was very wrong indeed. Street after street were deserted, and there was no light in any of the windows. The place was like a ghost town. "Where is everyone?" he shouted. "Gone," said the snowman. "Gone where?" "Iceland, some of them, Greenland, Canada, quite a few in Canada actually. They're attracted by the maple syrup. But there's no magic anymore. They've all got steady jobs. Dry cleaning, that's popular. A lot of them work for eBay. I did hear one elf that became a newsreader in Indonesia, though by and large they keep out of sight." "But this is our home," said Torval. "Well, it was all right for you, wasn't it? The rest of them, they had nothing." "Now hang on," said Torval. I didn't start out with a silver spoon in my mouth, you know. I worked hard to build a... Whoa! Once again, the giant grabbed Torval by the hood and lifted him through the air before setting him down beside a familiar-looking shop. Its windows were boarded and its sign was faded, but it was recognisable all the same. On the door was a weathered notice which read, "Closing down sale." "Build a business," Torval finished quietly. For a few moments he stood staring at his old toy shop, then slowly turned to look up at the snowman. "What happened?" "Take a look around," the snowman waved, his arm in the general direction of the empty town, causing a tiny flurry of snow. "Does this look like a good location for a high-end toy shop?" "Are we bust?" said Torval mournfully. "No," said the snowman. "No," echoed Torval. "No," repeated the snowman. "You got out." "How?" "You sold to a big company," said the snowman. "There are 1,444 of the Torville toy shops now, spread right across the world, copied down to the last detail, and all of them pay you money." "Pay me?" said Torval. "As in the present tense? I'm still living." "You exist," said the snowman. "I wouldn't say you were living." "How much do they pay me?" said Torval. "A lot. You're rich beyond your wildest dreams." "Are you serious?" "You don't believe me?" said the snowman. "Come and see."